Okay guys, I have got the new stem on. As you can see, this is the new i9, the 30 mil, and we're at Mammoth Bike Park. It's Monday afternoon, pretty breezy. I'm just gonna pedal some laps and see how this feels. Like I said, it's windy, so I'm not gonna be doing any jump lines or anything. Probably gonna go hit shotgun and see how my front grip is and see how this stem just feels in general compared to that super short one that I had installed previously. So let me jump on, and then as I'm riding up, I get a few thoughts on kind of what we did yesterday with, let me get my helmet on here. There we go. With the scales and that kind of thing. So first things first, I'm pretty sure the scale that was on the front wheel wasn't working correctly. So I mean, it's just a piece of shit $13 scale. So, but that being said, having a crappy scale on the front, the back one definitely showed a good 20 to 30 pound difference, a shift in weight when we went to the slightly longer stem.
Okay guys, super quick note on the whole scale thing. I did that mainly out of curiosity. That is in no way how you should determine the length of your stem on a mountain bike. It did show that weight was being transferred. It did change how the weight was being distributed on the bicycle. So, you know, should you have a perfect 50-50 front end to rear end? I don't know. As you ride steeper terrain, your weight's going to be distributed differently to begin with. So on very, very steep terrain, you know, if your weight is back and if 50% is already on the front or too far over, that may not be what you want. So I really don't know the answer to that. I just wanted to show you guys how weight gets transferred when you start changing your stem lengths. Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, I didn't want anyone thinking this is how you should determine your stem length. So quick note on that, and let's get back to the video, and then I'll have a couple comments at the end of the video for you guys.
I ended up rolling the bars a little more forward than usual. Or not than usual, but just what they were. So that's gonna make a difference too. But that being said, Jesus, I can't even talk. That being said, I think, so here you can look at them now, how they look. And then from the front, you can see how they are. So nice 50 mil rise, NV downhill bars, 8-degree sweep. So 8 degrees from the stem coming back, going back this way on each handlebar. So very comfortable bars, love them so far. And yeah, so we're gonna get this going, do a couple laps. I'm suited up, but I don't have my spinal protector on. And what else? I'm in shorts, but big old knee pads, easy, thin elbow pads, full face helmet as always. And I turn the bike on so I can go uphill here. But so Mammoth Lakes Canyon Lodge parking lot. That's the bottom exit of Shotgun. And we're gonna climb up Big Ring here. And this already feels pretty good. Yeah, this feels nice actually. Huh. It's been interesting to see this versus a 40. I think I'm still gonna purchase a 40 mil stem just for the heck of the exercise, for comparison, and see how it rides, how it maneuvers, all that stuff, how the bike handling changes. This feels pretty good. So, all right, well, I'm gonna ride up this and get to the top. We'll see if I have any thoughts for you about how this climbs. But I think, I mean, this feels nice. My arms are relaxed. I'm not as cramped as I was. I mean, maybe 10 mil is just a little bit farther would feel nice too. Okay guys, we are at the top of shotgun. Stem is feeling good, but I hate to sound like a broken record. I have a feeling I'm gonna be back. Probably ordering the 40 mil version of this and then just leaving it. But I do love the 50 mil rise being from here up to the bar. 50 mil rise bars. I like the difference between this and the 35s I had on my Tenet 42 stem with the 1-up bars. Absolutely love the 1-up carbon fiber bar. So comfortable, especially with the rev grips. These basically float on top of the bars, and so the vibration from the wheel to the bars to the frame to your hands is like minimized. And the 1-ups were just absolutely amazing. If they made a 50, I'd have 1-ups on here, but they don't. So that being said, I'm probably just gonna do kind of a coasting smooth, kind of easy run down this. I ride this all the time. Four guys just went down in front of me, so I don't know who's going, who's not. So, is that Gus?
Oh, Mark.
Oh, I just ran into a friend. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Just filming some video for the YouTubes.
Oh, you got a camera and everything.
Yeah.
We're on microphone.
Yeah, the microphone's like front and back.
Sick.
What's going on, man? Where are your knee pads?
Oh, left hand.
We need to get you some elbow pads and knee pads.
I own them all. I just put them on.
It's not a matter of if, it's when.
I found that out yesterday.
Yeah.
Put them on.
Yeah. Do you want to? Do you know the line? You want me to show you some lines on this?
No, yeah. I mean, this is the one I go down 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Greg Raffin. He's almost coming.
Okay.
Get on the way.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
I'd follow you, but I won't be able to keep up.
No. Well, I'm gonna do one kind of just coaster. I'm testing a new stem length. I usually use like a 42. I went to like an 18. This really interesting stem, but the 18 would have been great if I had a bigger frame. Right? Because like, you know, I'm used to being out here, so if I had a longer frame with a shorter stem, it'd be fine. Yeah. Yeah. So just giving this a whirl.
Sick. Mark, do you know Greg Raffin?
Greg, Mark, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Are you doing bike tune-up shit anymore? Or
I'll
just take it to
no, I'll do like fork services, whatever, like just like lower leg services, but
take it to the homies then.
yeah. I'm gonna drop in this.
Following you.
Feels pretty good so far. Front tire might be a little bit off. It is so loose though, man. This trail just gets used and abused. So we're gonna keep it relatively easy. Yeah, it's loose. Holy shit balls. Phew. So I'm just gonna calm things down a little bit, because the dirt is absolutely a mess, but we'll see. Yeah, this is all a disaster. In the last 2 weeks, it's been torn to hell. Oh, pedal strike. So bars feel good. Definitely different than when I was riding. I can feel the difference. So, but everything is so loose in here. And by loose, I mean the dirt is just a disaster. Whoa, front end almost washed. Yeah, this is all rutted up. Holy cow. Yeah, my front's washing everywhere. Loose dirt. It seemed to be washing more, which is funny. I think the dirt's just loose as hell, but it was washing more now than with the other setup. The other setup. And I think that's just because the dirt is fucked. So, pardon my French, but that is a mess. So that shotgun was loose, super loose. It felt a little, you know what the right word is, just like unpredictable in terms of the front end, moving and washing a little bit. But the dirt was like this deep of silt. So, and you could just see how abused the trail has gotten since I rode it on Friday. Over the weekend, it's probably was, yeah, like my buddy Gus was saying, it's one of the most highly trafficked runs. So I'm gonna get a little water, make a little drink here. I just got in the mail from the feed. Hi, baby. Snacks is hiding back there. All right. This stuff is amazing. Mortal hydration. I get the extra salty stuff. They do a berry and a margarita. So this is the berry double salt. I'll leave a link up above for these if you want to order some, but these are pretty tasty. Hi, mama. Hi, mama. You're a good girl. There's your baby. You give me a kiss? You want to give me a kiss? Huh? Okay. Okay, papa. All right. Let me make some water or some of that, and then we'll get going on another run. All right, I had some thoughts. So this stem, the old stem, I liked how it felt this way, like how it steered, or how it felt in terms of like maneuvering the bike. But this, a little better position. The other bars having sitting too deep in the pocket, too far over the back axle. Great and super steep stuff. It was fast, but kind of single purpose, like really steep, gnarly shit. Yeah, it felt great. Today, it's so loose, it's kind of hard to compare apples to apples. So I'm gonna do another run that is kind of off the beaten path that people haven't been riding, and we'll see how it feels there. It does have some fun steep stuff in it. And maybe I can give you guys a better opinion of what just happened. So let's see what we can do. Okay guys, so I'm about halfway up. Follow me. So this is follow me right here. I can see what looks like a rock garden that's usually under dirt. I do not remember these rocks sticking up at all. Remember that tree? Yeah, so maybe the winter, the snow or snow melt kind of scoured it a little bit. But yeah, it definitely looks different. And then I noticed something kind of funny. I believe my stem is just off. It's a little that way, and it needs to go more towards the center. So between that and like the dirt just being exceptionally loose today, probably explains why things felt a little shaky on that last run towards the coming down shotgun. But shotgun just looked terrible. I rode it on Friday and it was fast, and it's since been pretty chunked up. So make sure my fork headset isn't loose. So this is shotgun. The top of it's like disappeared right now because of the new Chair 16, and they haven't even worked at the top. This might be closed above this. So I just want to see how this looks and what's going on with it. But yeah, everything's loose. Wow, it looks so different than I remember. This is a super fun run. Like I said, it can be very, very loose. Yeah, it feels pretty good so far. Just trying to remember the line through here. My coil feels a little tight. I tightened it up before we came up, and I think it needs to be loosened back up. Oh, so this is nice and firm. Usually this is crazy loose. So this has changed. That's closed. Fuck, yeah. So it is loose, 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 loose. I also think my front brake is so sensitive that if I tap it a little too hard, it grabs more than I'm probably used to. So I gotta be careful with that. Yeah. Remember this shit. Oh yeah. Super fun. Lock it up, lock it up. Oh, yeah. I'm not riding over that. So, this will explain why it's closed. I don't even know what trail that is that goes underneath. That might be Manzanita. So, I think I did figure out why my front wheel was sliding. Because maybe just grabbing too much brake. So I'm gonna come over here, get back on the trail here, and see what I can get on. Well, that wasn't planned at all. Oh, and either was that. So this is pretty steep. One of my feet's not clipped in, so I'm gonna go easy. Oh, there we go. Nice. And then this used to have a fun little jump. So yeah, see that little plank? So this used to be a fun little popper. So you'd come with speed down that, kind of pop up over onto the dirt road, and then just drop into this. So I'm not gonna back up, but I'll hit it next time. All right, let's get clipped back in. So my feet aren't bouncing all over the place. All right. Yeah, so this is definitely changed up a little bit. It's different than I remember, but that's why we pre-run first to see what's changed and what hasn't. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, it's faster through here because it hasn't been ridden and torn up yet. Oh yeah. Route City. Oh yeah, this is steep. Look how fun this is. Yeah, I gotta be careful with my front braking here. Like, it's so grabby that I can definitely get the front end to wash or not maneuver the way I'd like it to. So, yeah, it's beat up in here. So this shotgun's like a 2-minute run. This top to bottom is like close to 7 minutes. And it can definitely be fatiguing for sure. All right, my foot's not in. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh, big old branch tree there. All right, you shotgun. Shotgun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trench. Follow me on that. Yeah, so this is like just ripped to shreds down here. Everything is a mess. and just construction to hell. All right, so bars actually felt pretty good. I felt pretty stable in there. Clipped in, it really felt comfortable riding the bars. Yeah, everything felt great. I think I just need to get that straightened out, and we'll be good to go. Hopefully they'll have that running top to bottom soon, get that wood repaired, and then we can do some full runs on that. That is a super fun run. It's one of my favorites. All right, so we are back at the van. Let's say hi to Snacks, and when I get back to my storage unit, I will change and fix the handlebars. Whew. Good run. Hi, Bubba. What are you doing? Hi, Bubba, Bubba. Come here, baby. Come here. Okay, come on, let's come outside. Come on, good girl. Good girl, come on. Come on, baby, come here. She's funny. She won't come down sometimes. Hey, come here, mama. Come here, mama. Oh, I know. I know. Come on. Let's go. Let's go outside. Yes, good girl. Come on. Careful. Okay. There's my girl. All right, you guys. So this feels better. One thing about changing anything in your cockpit or anything on your bike that has to do with moving you forward or backwards, you want to definitely recheck your suspension settings, because your weight's going to be in a different position and it will affect how your suspension actually works. So I noticed I set this to 550. I think I'm going to set it back to 545. The air pressure, I went to 23.23 or 23.24. I got it closer. The tires were definitely low from coming down shotgun. So I don't know if I burped the rear tire, but the rear lost about 4 PSI. And yeah, so, you know, a lot when you're trying to get fast and good and smooth, you know, obviously practice, but you also want to look at all the little things that just add up and make a big difference when you're hauling ass downhill. The brakes feel amazing. This big rotor in the front, this 223, really grabs. I gotta get better at just modulating a little less brake. I'm used to just grabbing a full fingerful, and what it's doing is it's locking up the front wheel, and then it's kind of like sliding sideways. So it's kind of torquing it. But other than that, great ride. Feel pretty good. Pretty stoked on it. Need to do some more laps if I could learn how to not stutter. But that is part 2. I'm going to continue to ride this, and then I may do one more video about stem lengths, and that may be me going back to a 40 mil, but with the higher bars. So yeah, that's it,
Guys, so final thoughts on round 2 of kind of determining what's going to be the best stem length for me, my bike, and the type of riding that I do. You know, looking back at the last couple of days and the last couple of setups, I really liked the Rulesman shorter stem, but what I liked about it was how high the bars were. And only when I was in really steep terrain or just like flying down very steep drop-offs, steep rock type of stuff. But other than that, it seemed a little too terrain specific. Now, the 30 mil stem, which you guys have just seen from this video, the rundown shotgun, my stem was not aligned. So between that and the loose dirt and me grabbing too much brake, total shit show. So that run should just be thrown in the trash, thrown out the door. The run on Follow Me, the lower half of Follow Me, kind of came in a little bit more of my own. That's where I kind of really realized that the brake, you know, grabbing a little too much front brake was having some issues. My bars were still off on that run, but they still felt pretty good. and then just kind of comparing that to the much taller setup, the short rulersman stem with the high setup and the high bars, I absolutely love in steep terrain, but I need a bigger bike. So it's kind of, I can't really test it the way I'd like to because my frame is just, it's a smaller frame. And that's why I had the 40 mil stem on there. If I had a longer reach frame, maybe like a 515, 520, which I have run in the past, but I had too big a stem on it. I had like a 40 or 50 mil stem, so I was way too far out. But that being said, if I had a larger frame to be able to test that stem, that would be ideal. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that stem. I'm looking at some frames to purchase next and play with. So I'm going to keep running the 30 mil stem. I'm going to straighten my bars out, and then going to do some more riding. It's going to be in the 90s this next week or so in Mammoth, so I don't know how much riding I'm going to be doing. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of make those mental notes, let you guys know kind of what I'm thinking and what were my thoughts on the two different setups. So very, very specific riding technique, terrain use for the short stem. So, all right, that's it. That's part 2. I'm gonna ride this some more, do a part 3, and then we will go from there. So anyways, as always, thank you guys for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel out. And other than that, go ride your bike, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.